ride the nostalgia train this year?
I rode it a couple of times. I went the weekend at Tea Party where all those hipsters show up.
The hipsters seem to be showing up every week. It's the vintage clothing set.
The what?
It's like the vintage clothing set. It's
that's what I mean. The vintage clothing set. Yeah, the vintage clothing hipsters. Oh, I get good people photos when they show up because they're so happy to.
Yeah.
They don't feel like you're NSA taking their pictures, so it's decent.
I'm not sure if it's. I mean, it could just be like it feels just like 1920s cosplay people, which could be different people than the hipsters.
True.
It's not like they're wearing stuff that's just like old to be ironic. It's they're actually putting together a costume.
Mm-hmm. They had a couple guys with old cameras. One guy had a thing of old, what was it, speed graphic with a Polaroid back. And he had flash bulbs. He was using them.
Oh my gosh, those are bright.
Yeah. Well, they came in different brightnesses.
Did they? Did you go the last time? Was that the last day you went?
It was the day before. It was right before Christmas.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't go then, and my friend Rich Pansy took a picture of those guys with the flash bulbs.
Yeah.
The Ouija cameras.
Hey, if you get good film room, they still take good pictures.
Oh, sure.
You know.
And the flash bulb worked for a long time.
Yeah.
You know, those things were great. Before they went to flash cubes.
The flash bar.
We talk about having a really meatier flash use.
See the Metro North method of mounting impedance bonds is invaded PATCO. Sticking outside the tracks.
Those might be. Some of them are transponders.
Yeah, some of them look like transponders, but I've seen a few impedance bonds mounted outside. Well, no, Railroad did that at Mineola.
This is Steve. How you doing? I think it was easier to call you than text. You had mentioned when you signed the paperwork at home court that you could get us home warrants. I want everything covered, as soon as I can all want like that. I don't want to just get finances. I want like that home protection either 1 year, 2 year, or whatever options are offered.
Oh yeah.
Is there a,
Well, that was done in the 80s as part of whatever when they did this.
is there one that's structural or you buy
Another one.
Pioneer 3.
What?
Pioneer 3.
Yeah, whatever paperwork she has.
Yeah, a truck designed to not derail on lousy trails.
Derails less.
I'm not kidding. If you look at the patent, it actually says like, basically says it's designed to not derail on lousy track.
Just like the LIRR. I love how that part looks just like the LIRR.
Well, like the Babylon brand.
Yeah.
Well, a little bit of home.
What's the prototype for it, probably?
You don't want to do it wrong.
I don't know. Parts of the Babylon branch were elevated before that.
Really?
This was done. Yeah, they started it in the 50s.
Okay.
Because that's why remember that huge wreck at Rockville Center? That happened while they were doing grade crossing elimination.
Good thing they did that.
But
It's a good thing they did that. Back when they could actually still do things.
that was probably the best thing the Long Island Railroad ever did. That and ASC.
What do we have to do? What do we
High-level platforming, the system in general.
High-level platforms are a pain.
They work great.
They're better for the drinking man. All that stuff you have to consider, you know, like one floor housing.
Yeah.
No funny steps out in the garden. All those things you have to. I should publish a checklist, you know, the homeowner's guide for the drinking man.
Yeah, they have had to slow down the bridge. They've had to slow this down a bunch too. Because apparently over the bridge the ties are all shot.
Oh. That should be a small project to do that, to replace those, huh?
Yeah, they at one point they had significant portions of like 15 mile an hour over the bridge.
Really?
Yeah. I think the Norristown high-speed line reopened over to Norristown again. Am I right?
I think it did. I think somebody recently posted a photo of it.
Probably, Bob.
If you're in the business for so long, I trust them, but
he retired, they put that bat pole in his house and you can just slide right down and jump out.
He does,
Norristown's open again.
he does a good job getting out.
He does. There's a lot of stuff going on. I was talking to him once. He says, you know, there used to be a big worry that there wasn't anything going on railroad-wise, and now he says there's tons of it. So
He's good at getting the word. He's not one of those people who just happen to be in the right place at the right time. So yeah, this used to be 30 up until the other portal, and they've knocked this back to 20.
Sure, that was something that it wasn't. I'm not worried about it.
This whole system's been slow since I was in college.
Not at the margins.
What?
At the margins. I'm really surprised when the Amtrak train ended up in Kinwood that someone didn't try to get on. As in someone who, one of the fans that went out there to take pictures, didn't find a way to buy a ticket from North Philly or something and just board the train. No, wait, they went back to Philly and then discharged, so that wouldn't have worked.
Alright, well, I'll give Dana the update and then just let me know what we can check out.
I think that's a funny story of the year.
Oh yeah. I'll explain a bit how that. I mean, I'll explain to you guys again how that happened. I mean,
So I had a cross.
City Hall, campus, Rutgers University, City Hall.
request for this to reopen didn't amount to anything.
Didn't even wash the tile.